What's up, guys? Yo. Welcome to another installment of the FliteTest web series entertainment show 2018. A lot of you guys probably have noticed that we have a lot of trash planes, just trash in general at the FliteTest shop. And so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going up into our boneyard and around the shop and gathering some old trash planes. We're going to be mashing them together into a new trash plane that actually flies.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get going. Let's go up to the boneyard. Come on.
All right, so the boneyard is in the deepest, darkest crevices of the FliteTest shop. You gotta go up this creepy stairwell. Plus, there's like a half ceiling. You gotta crouch down the entire time.
So as you guys can see here, we have a real problem and we've let this get out of control.
Before we get any comments down below, we know this is not good. We know this is bad, and we do have a plan. When we move to the new location at our new golf course, which shout out to you guys for making that possible, we are going to have a place where we can give some of this stuff away, sell some of the stuff for a really discounted price. So keep that in mind, and when we get to Edgewater, come on out.
All right, so back to the Boneyard Resurrection. So now what you're looking for is not necessarily entire airplanes. You want key components of an airplane that will allow you to make a new airplane that nobody has ever seen before.
So,
look at that, that's the Death Star. There's the Death Star right there.
Death Star right there. Oh no! Oh, yeah! Kill it.
This is what we're working with on this Boneyard Resurrection. So, starting with the big guy, we have the original giant bloody bomber.
This is directly from our, I believe it was the Bloody Baron release episode, which also just happens to be my man's first video he was ever in.
It was awesome, dude.
That seems like it was a long time ago.
It was.
The airframe still exists. I am fairly confident that there's nothing else in this other than just old foam.
The main issue with this is this floppy
whale tail.
It's got a floppy whale tail. So
without further ado, there's lots of work to be done. We got to get to it. Let's go. Literally the biggest stabilizer you could ever. This is actually off of a real plane. It's off of our FliteTest plane from, what was that, 2016? 2016, where we took first in the Red Bull FliteTest. Such a great memory, and it is looking great.
Look at that guy.
It looks great. It's perfectly scaled to our plane.
Hey Josh,
yes, sir.
Come here. Can you come here for a second? See what his initial first reaction is here.
Give me your first thoughts.
Beautiful.
He's speechless.
Here's the thing. Seeing what you did with the Kraken, I'm not doubting you for anything.
It's tail heavy, but it's not too far off.
If it balances, it'll fly, right?
Yeah, that's the idea.
I was hoping for some professional feedback, but he's just speechless. There's not much you can say about this.
Here's what I gotta say about this, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, man, it's just me and you.
Let's go for it, dude.
The glue's still flowing, so we're still going.
Yes, dude. Dude, she's got the power. Dude, that thing is scary. Oh! Bottom wing.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
It has been done. Nobody, and I mean nobody, feels optimistic about this thing, including myself. But we gotta, I mean, once you start, you gotta commit.
You gotta finish it to the end.
Yeah, once you start something, you can't stop. You gotta finish it.
Look at this beaut. Just a quick rundown. We're going off a 6L because we don't have no idea. And so here we have the mechanism off of the auto gyro. The thing was crashed very violently into a cornfield, and so this thing has issues. nose, but I just like the way it looks. It looks cool. Running on a carbon fiber boom straight into the nose of the Bloody Bomber.
Yes.
Bloody Bomber's running on a 2x4 landing gear. We have the Flugtag tallest rudder in the world, reinforced by some paint sticks.
Yes.
Lots of hot glue throughout this build.
Little Mary Poppins Posa.
Tail. This is actually the main wing off the Mariposa, and then we just glued a big old piece of foam on there for the elevator.
That's our thick foam as well.
You guys can leave your predictions down below in the comments. We both think that it's not gonna work and the motor is either going to blow up or not have enough power, but we gotta try. All right, ready? Here we go. See if she'll do it on her own. If not, we might need to give it a little kickstart. Ready? Wow, torquey. Did you see that?
Yeah,
torque?
dude, she's...
All right, we might as well try to launch it, right? So here goes nothing. You ready, Stefan?
I'm not, you know that. I have no idea what's gonna happen right now.
All right, ready, steady, go. Wow!
Oh, dude.
Well, I think it was definitely tail heavy, underpowered, poorly designed, all of the above.
Yeah.
But like we said earlier, you can't start something and not finish it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna reassess our power situation because I'm feeling pretty decent about the rest of the plane. I mean, just look at it. It looks like a sailboat. That a 3-year-old drew. So we're gonna go find some new motors.
Yes.
Reassess, maybe rebuild the nose a little bit, and then we're gonna come back out for round 2.
Yes,
Let's do
round
it.
2. So, as you can see, version 2 is complete, and I don't really have much to say about it. It's as you can see, we extended the nose primarily out of scrap pieces of random pieces of trash foam, specifically to get the battery way out here. And if you look, if you grab it from right here, she balances about right there. A little bit tail heavy, but my thought is we have the lifting airfoil on the tail there, so hopefully it'll compensate for it. I don't know. So the big design challenge with this was we knew we wanted to use this massive rudder. So inevitably we were gonna end up with a tail heavy plane. For those of you guys that are new to aerodynamics, you normally want your plane to balance towards the front of the leading edge of the wing. So normally it's about 25% back, give or take, depending on what airplane you have. And so that's what we were trying to achieve. We had the huge rudder, which was making it tail heavy, so we added the big nose, which allows us to put the batteries here. We also made these massive power pod with these Avrotum motors, and I extended them out as far as possible to try to get that weight forward to compensate for a big old rudder butter. Big old rudder butter. Dude, this is my favorite part. Listen to this. Da, 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 da. No idea why it plays a song, but it does. I love it though.
Tail section is definitely the most concerning part of this airplane.
Because if that flies off, it's all over. It's going down in a heap of flames.
Yeah, it's as good as it's gonna get, so we gotta just send it. Without further ado, here she goes. You ready?
I'm not, dude, I've been ready for so long.
We got a nice headwind.
Yes, dude! I'll take it. I will take it, man. It flew gloriously. But you know what failed?
Freaking tail.
The Mariposa. It had up, and then she just gave way. She just gave way. Depending on how the wreckage looks, we might have a new tail system in place.
Right, yes.
And we can revisit. Let's go evaluate the wreckage, and we'll go from there.
Let's see. I don't see, some prop damage.
Okay. Pull her on out here.
We had it. It worked. We had it, except the tail failed. So we're gonna scrap that Mariposa wing. We're gonna figure out something better, even if we have to cheat. I know this was originally a Frankenplane, but it's turned more into a trash plane. So if we get a piece of trash foam and we make a nice tail with a nice elevator, I think we're gonna have success.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to clean out these motors. We're going to need to rebuild the power pod right there.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be good. Let's head back in the shop. Come on, let's do it. Wing on here. So I'm thinking we turn it into the Bloody Baron, the the bloody biplane Baron, and we'll mount this somewhere in this vicinity because this is a high lifting airfoil.
Yes.
It's gonna give us all the lift we need to have success. The hours have been spent, the work has been done, and the trash plane 2.0 is here. So as you can see, we made some minor adjustments. Mary posted wings on top. We got a biplane going. We have the open face nose here, and we added a pilot in command. His name is Wilbert. He is a monkey from Build-A-Bear. Same power. We got new props. We had to replace the props. We have a new tail section, and I'm really proud of this. I know it doesn't look like much, but compared to what we had before, this is a structurally sound tail. It's a nice servo with a nice control rod and a control horn, and it's gonna give us that elevator pitch that we need.
That's what we needed.
The only thing that's lacking that you might notice is it does not have a landing gear, and that is with a very specific purpose. Because we're gonna take this thing to the top of the dirt mountain. If the trash plane gonna fly one more time, we gotta make it worthwhile for everybody. All right, let's go.
I might find a different path.
All right, we've made it to the top with minimal pieces falling off, just a couple servo extensions and this thing, but we don't need them.
No, we don't need them
We
all.
don't need them. This is gonna be a one and done. After this plane flies, we're gonna donate it to the History Museum of Flight at the AMA. Can I have that transmitter, please?
Here you go,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. He's dead. He's dead. The prop that we had on there was wrong. And instead of creating thrust, well, it was creating thrust, but it was pushing the thrust the wrong direction. Hence the plane stalling to the left. And so we failed. And I checked, Stefan put the prop on, I checked the thrust, and we both failed. We take her back, and we finish the job. I want to give up, but I feel like we can't. I feel like we owe it to these people that are here to watch this dumb trash plane to make this thing fly. And there's nothing that we can do until it flies. We can't do anything until it flies. Except maybe go get lunch because I'm hungry. Are you in or are you in?
I mean, when was I not in? I mean, I'm up here on the dirt pile, chugging this thing off the frigate bomb land.
All right. So here's how it's gonna go down. We're gonna go get some chicken in our bellies, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna rebuild this nose.
Yeah.
We're gonna make the power pod the best they've ever been. We're going to check everything 5 times. We're gonna run up the motors before we go. We're gonna do everything right that we originally did wrong, and we're gonna fly this, me, him, and you guys. All right.
All right, dude.
All right, so that I'm really happy you guys have been a part of the whole thing. I know it's been a long one, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Check this out.
Look at all this beautifulness.
Now, I'd like to say that I'm feeling better than ever about this newer rendition, but that's not really the truth. The nice thing is the structural integrity is still there, and that's a testament to Josh Bixler, who built the original Bloody Bomber, because that is the wing that we're using, and this thing has been through the ringer, as you guys saw previously. So what we got here is we have rebuilt motor pod, rebuilt nose. We have the
pterodactyl nose.
The frontal fork loader, reinforced the back. One of the lessons that we learned about our infamous dirt pile is that when you go to launch an airplane off of the dirt pile, there's 2 outcomes guaranteed. One of which the plane is going to fly, the other of which is your plane is going to roll down the mountain.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2. And so our thought is we're going to try it on the grass. That way, if we have something wrong, we're going to be able to bail out. I just wanted to personally thank you for going on this journey. I'm afraid to say that if this doesn't work, I think that people might not even see this video because it's not even worth our time anymore. We put way too much time into this.
Too much time.
And I feel bad, but at the same time, if it flies, it's gonna make me feel all better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go insane if it
All right,
flies.
so without further ado, I'm checking crap. All right, without further ado, here we go. Whew, I'm nervous. This is the most nervous I've been flying something in a while.
I might cry if it doesn't fly, but that's
All right.
it's all good. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, here it
go.
comes. Come on, buddy. Yep, just let her roll. Let her roll. Slow roll. Yes, 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 watch out for the thing!
Oh my gosh! Dang! So
it was fine.
It had too much lift. Too much lift. It was going up. I had to cut the throttle back. And then when I tried to give it throttle back, the ESC was like, let's go assess it real quick.
Let's go assess damage.
Monkey's dead. He's dead again.
He's dead.
All right, this is a Viking funeral for this monkey. We're going to lay him to rest in the landing tray. All right, here's the landing gear.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little bit tail heavy now.
You down for a launch?
Yeah.
Check this out. Not tail heavy anymore,
No
bro.
more, bro. Yeah.
Just the same.
Yes,
we need that weight.
Let's go back and I'll take it. All right.
Good to go.
Yeah, where are we going?
Just same place.
So I'm gonna run with you?
You can run a little bit, yeah.
Slow up, slow in.
All right, let's try one more time. Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Look at that in the air. It looks terrible.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude.
All right, so what's the plan now?
I'm gonna bring it around and I'm gonna let you fly. You wanna fly?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
She at full throttle?
Just keep your eye on her.
Oh, geez,
she could fall out of the sky. All right, ready? Ready? Hold on. She's actually decently trimmed. Pull up. Use your rudder a lot. Just tiny bit, but not a lot.
Oh, geez.
She's flying. It looks like a sailboat. So you're going into the wind right now, so remember that, because as soon as you turn down, when you're gonna take off a little bit faster, so go, yeah. Dude,
Oh, dude,
great.
she's like a boat on the
Great
ocean.
job. All right, bring her downwind. Keep that turn coming. She looks so majestic.
She looks like a steed.
Dude,
the 9-minute steed.
The people on the highway are probably losing their brains right now,
Yeah,
dude. Oh, bring her back this way.
I'm going.
Keep her going this way. All right, I'm gonna switch you back here.
Okay.
Get her going into the wind. Into the wind. Okay, dude, nicely done.
Thank you, dude. Here you go.
Nicely done. Here you go. Take that.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just to give you an example of how much faith our coworkers had in us, Austin brought this trash can out here and said that when we're done,
right here,
we could just land it in that trash can.
All right, you gonna do it?
I'm gonna try. So
right. You gonna go straight down at it?
We might want to back up a little bit.
Okay, dude.
I'm gonna go for it, dude.
All right, come back here this way.
All right, this is good. This is good.
All right.
Let me just set up an approach. I gotta take it in a little bit while
Dude, this is amazing. Look at that thing. It looks ridiculous, man.
I just love the rudder, dude.
It worked, man.
Going for the trash can landing.
Straight down into it, dude. Oh, dang! Great landing.
That was a great landing, dude. I didn't even mean to. I was trying to crash it. It landed perfectly. What the heck is wrong with this plane?
When you try to crash it, it flies well. When you try to fly it, it crashes. What is it?
All right, guys. Well, I
man.
just want to thank each and every one of you, not only for hanging out with us and subscribing, but also for putting up with us on this journey.
100%.
It's been a long one. Honestly, one of the toughest RC journeys that I've ever had. And I appreciate you coming along with me, man.
All day, dude. Anytime you need me, I'm there.
At the end of the day, guys, just a reminder to you guys that you don't need to be an expert to go out and have some fun. Slap some stuff together. Get that CG right. Every time you have a failure, you learn and you can move forward and you never make that failure again.
Right.
So I really encourage you guys to get out there, have some fun. Defy the laws of gravity with a piece of trash. It's awesome.
Do it, man.
See you guys next time.
Peace.